Hey guys, I'm Alexandra and this is my digital guide to mobile learning for economic students. It's obvious that mobile devices have become an essential part of our lives today and is something that few people can live without. This is most likely due to the increase in mobile culture. The world has also become more globalized than ever as we increasingly become more interconnected thanks to the internet. These two aspects have promoted mobile learning across the globe and introduced new approaches to learning. This graph, provided by the International Telecommunications Union, indicates that both developing and developed countries have steadily increased their use of internet over time. Because of this, ideas surrounding mobile learning and education have been spread globally. When evaluating mobile devices, it's important to look at two aspects. Firstly, affordability, which refers to the physical cost of a device, whether or not it can be afforded by someone, and secondly, affordances, which refers to the quality of the device and the level of utility that it provides. Typically, in the developed world, devices are of low affordability but high affordance, and vice versa in the developed world. Because of socioeconomic barriers presented in some developing countries, they tend to focus more on affordability and accessing these technologies in the first place, while developed countries aim to build upon current technologies that are already present in the society. Another aspect of importance when looking at mobile devices is knowing and understanding your own context. I'm currently living in Australia, which presents me with a developed world setting. Going to university provides me with the chance to use a variety of mobile devices. Every day I witness different ways mobile learning is used for education, and I'm very lucky to have such an abundance of sophisticated software surrounding me. The aim of this guide is to better one's understanding of how mobile technology can be used in the field of economics, discover different approaches to learning best suited for this field, and introduce new tools that will facilitate your learning. Majoring in economics involves a lot of memorization, logical thinking, and teamwork. Hence, the educational approaches best suited for this major are information transmission and social constructivism. Information transmission is a perspective on learning that sees teaching as the act of transmitting knowledge from point A to point B. It is very much a process that is teacher-centered, with the teacher holding all the knowledge and the student acting as an open brain for information to go into. This can be an effective way of learning economic theory. A tool that I would recommend students using is mind maps. Mind maps are an easy tool to use which can be provided by apps or websites. With mind maps, information becomes more visual and themes can be sorted accordingly. They facilitate information transmission as ideas can be easily communicated between two people without interaction. This is a mind map I created using a website called MindMap. It illustrates the theme of elasticity. With this, I was able to sort between the major ideas and subtopics. Images can also be added, which is greatly helpful for economic students as extensive graphs are almost always needed. Mind maps also allow you to link QR codes, which brings me to my next learning tool for information transmission. Quick response codes are extremely versatile. They turn web links into an image, meaning that sharing images, videos, text, and documents has become much easier. Using the QR code on my mind map, I linked an external video which explained the topic. This is another tool that can facilitate information transmission as there is no real interaction between the so-called teacher and the student, as well as no reward system. The last tool that also facilitates information transmission are ebooks. Traditional textbooks often do not fully engage students, however, this can change with ebooks. I have an image of my economics online textbook. As you can see, it is full of colors and notes. Ebooks allow students to actively read text rather than passively observe. The image shows how I annotated the text, giving myself notes and reminders as well as highlighting essential ideas. Ebooks also allow you to look up unknown words, verbalize paragraphs, and link to external videos. The second learning approach is social constructivism. This approach emphasizes the collaborative nature in learning. Lev Vygotsky was the developer of this theory and believed that learning was always connected to its social context. This approach suits economics as it requires a lot of teamwork and making constructive collaboration is vital. This can be done through educational apps. The most useful one for economics I find is Quizlet. This app allows students to make virtual flashcards and play a series of games in order to memorize words. This is perfect as economics requires a lot of memorization. This tool allows many people to work on a deck of cards at once, as well as sharing a finished deck with classmates. The app also creates a quiz for peers, which can be shared and can be compared. It is a great way to learn through the interaction of others who are studying the same topic. Another great tool supported by social constructivism is online polls. By using polls on mobile devices, it's easy to anonymously collect group opinions on certain topics. It is great for students who would not necessarily speak up during class, but are willing to express their opinion on a poll. It can be used as a tool to check understanding with straightforward questions like a quiz, or can obtain open-ended questions, allowing for further discussion. The online polls are able to connect students through their answers, hence as to why it's considered social constructivism. I had 2 peers look over my work. Based on their suggestions, I replaced some of my old images with new ones that were more specific to economic students, as well as adding in a video of the QR code linking to an explanation video. Thanks so much for watching. Whether you're an economics student or not, I hope you found this helpful.